Two Tower Chimps is an achievement in Balloons Tower Defense 6 where you place two different towers down and they must complete the entirety of Chimps on their own. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing this with Inferno Ring and Etienne. Etienne's going to be very helpful when it comes to DDT popping for the Inferno Ring because of its global camo. But I'm not going to lie, it's just going to be a coin flip, essentially, as to whether or not we can do this. It's been proven to be done, but that was in Update 21. But since Update 21, both Etienne's UCAV and the Inferno Ring itself have had some major nerfs. Aside from the price of the Inferno Ring itself, I would say every single aspect about the Inferno Ring itself, aside from a little bit of a bonus to its damage if you proceed bottom path, it's been nerfed to oblivion. I don't know why, but Ninja Kiwi hates both the Inferno Ring and the Tack Zone when it comes to the Tack Shooter itself. Okay, here we go. Now we can place our wonderful friend down with a drone. So, this 2TC has been proven to be done. But whether it still can be done, though, is another question. I've been trying and erroring this, and sometimes I manage to get past round 98, but then we won't have the level 20 UCA ability for round 99, which is when we desperately need it to be active against the fortified DDTs. So yeah, this introduction has been quite long, but honestly I think it has been necessary to be this long to try and lay out the groundwork for this particular 2TC. So this will either be I attempted this combo, or the sheer matter of fact is, like every other video, aside with Balloon Incineration, XXXL Trap and the Merb Diamond Energizer one, we succeed in this, but I am not confident about round 98 and the transition to round 99 if we can do round 98 without having a UCA ability being active. We want it to be active around 99. We want it to be active when the first fortified DDT comes out, because the fortified DDTs are going to be the ones which will stop us. Like, no joke, they are the ones in which will stop us. If we get through round 98, then it all depends on how much of a cooldown the UCAV has in Etienne's disposal. Without pursuing middle path, our base pierce will be at 30, and if we go middle path, then our base pierce will be 45. And I think that is both the fireballs that it shoots out and the Inferno Ring zone itself. Etienne's UCAV over time has had its time in which it's active on the field and the cooldown nerfed as well, so it takes longer for it to regenerate and it has less of a duration itself. Let's see. Okay, so UCAV damage has been reduced from 12 to 10 for its level 20. Okay, making up the the duration lasts a little bit less. It used to be 25 seconds at level 15 and now it's just 20 seconds. So there is a lot at play here in which we cannot really do. And when it was at update 21, that was when Etienne was at its prime. And when beforehand, when it comes to the Inferno Ring, I'm just trying to check these notes for myself while also playing this game. The Inferno Ring was at its prime in update 31, so where it has the maximum amount of buffs and the least amount of nerfs. So I'm not 100% we can do this. Like, even on Resort, which is probably the most Tack Shooter and Ice Tower friendly map that there is, probably Scrapyard might offer some insurance because of the Crusher itself, but I'm honestly not confident in this. Round 98 and round 99 are the bane of this particular 2TC, and I'm not too sure as to whether to go more pierce and more range, but more damage but less pierce and less range. So it's been originally done with middle path rather than bottom path, but bottom path is better against the bad because we will be able to then shoot out meteors and each meteor will do more damage. Because with bad, it's not pierce, it's the amount of damage we can do at any given point in time. Really up for debate here. And I might even just leave this until we actually might need either one of the two in order to actually get through the following few rounds or so and so. If you look on the Balloon Tower Defense 6 index, there are probably a number of 2TCs which are unfortunately no longer doable because of nerfs. One in mind is the Grandmaster Ninja and the Permabrew. That was once upon done on logs in update 9, I believe it was, where the Grandmaster's shurikens had, well, the ninja was able to throw them faster, but also each shuriken had more pierce. And I don't need to tell you how essential pierce is when it comes to dealing with a mass amount of balloons. But then update, I think it was like 11 or 13 came around, and it absolutely nerfed the Grandmaster Ninjas as shurikens to where it's a bit more balanced, but it's now no longer able to be done. But then again, somebody out there will just prove me wrong otherwise, just like with every other hypothesis that I have made. So sometimes it's just better to shut your mouth, otherwise the extreme elite of the community will just roast you to oblivion. Round 41 is here. Okay, purples might be a little bit of an issue if the drones do not manage to target them, which can be a little bit of an annoyance in and of itself. If we can get to round 98 without getting either crosspath, then maybe we can experiment with round 98 to see which crosspath is truly the best one. But for the bad, I strongly feel that the bottom path will enable the bad to be popped sooner, which means the DETs can be dealt with sooner. DETs in their own ways are a menace, and round 99, well, if they have twice the HP, then they're twice the annoyance. Round 51 is here. Shredding Rose, few balloons left, lovely. Round 53 is here. Is able to do just enough damage in order to pop the the Moab there. And hopefully at some point we won't be able to reach our pierce cap, but honestly, like when we reach our pierce cap, you know it's going to be bad, because even if there are balloons around its zone of poppage, those balloons will be unaffected because there are other balloons hogging the pierce. Pierce is very important. It's not just damage. You need to have pierce as well. And honestly, I'm just thinking middle path for between now and 100 will be more essential than the bottom path, which does more damage, yes, but that pierce and range reduction by not going middle path is a little bit of an annoyance, let's just say, because it used to be the case where bottom path had more pierce, but then the Ninja Kiwi swapped it so that middle path has more pierce. Anyways, why this particular combo? Well, the Inferno Ring has two main weaknesses. Number one, camos, and number two, purples. Red balloons, honestly. So, what I was about to say there, so the Inferno Ring has two weaknesses, camos and purples. The purples can be dealt with by Etienne, and also camos can be a non-issue because of the fact that we have Etienne as a means of giving global camo detection. And also with our UCAV up in the air as well, which I did not even realize now that we have as a means of attack and not just support. Round 58 is being dealt with, hopefully. Round 58. Let's see. And there we go. Also, some of you pointed out in my previous video of Elite Sniper that despite the middle path being able to get lead popping, you can apply sharpening stone to it still. And I've tested, and for some odd reason, you can do that, which should not be a thing, Ninja Kiwi. If you change the sharp property so that it can pop lead balloons, then it shouldn't be able to receive something that is innate, something that is only to sharp, that doesn't pop lead. But then again, it could be the fact that the shrapnel aspect of it cannot pop lead. So therefore, Ninja Kiwi is like, we can probably get away with this little feature here and there. Round 61 is here, and obviously the UCAV cannot pop blacks or zebras because it's an explosive. Despite the fact that the alien should not be able to pop purples with his future armor mothership. Round 61 is...
Eyes on that exit.
Fine. What do you mean eyes on that exit? Our Arena Fire should be able to do just that, but I guess not. More drones is very important here. And that clears up that round. The red balloons are a blessing in disguise. His purples are not a blessing at all. And have we already just screwed ourselves here? I should have saved the drone ability for this round, but I guess not because I'm a goddamn idiot. Right. What can I do here? I can do that though, but that's not going to solve our our purple issue here.
Tracking.
What do I do here? What do I do? These purples are a nuisance in their own ways. But again, hopefully, please target that purple that is about to escape. There we go. Now we got them up. I wish these drones would activate more quickly because when they're summoned, they are temporarily stupid and not able to be active. Round 63 is here and they have entered our pop zone here. And there's of course when the Pierce cap is meant and then this firewall here doesn't do jack. This is probably the first time ever in a 2-tower chimps or 2 megapots where I've just gone straight for tier 5 and not considered a cross path whatsoever to purchase down. But we are here and we are going to keep our options nice and open. Also, for some odd reason, I'm not going to be pressing this button at all to upgrade Etienne. I'm going to let Etienne grow naturally. Round 71, and we still have not yet chosen a cross path for our Inferno Ring here. We are keeping our options open to see which one is best for that cursed round 98. Let's see. UCAV ability cooldown reduced, but just it has slightly more cooldown than it did. Another update, because balance changes are sometimes incredibly heinous and sometimes I feel like they're not thought about. But then again, I could just be very, very specific with my needs right now, and I just want even more out of a particular tower so that a 2TC can be completed. I wish I was around this community years ago, started the channel years ago, and then certain 2TCs could be discovered. I don't know if Ninja Kiwi will nerf the crossbow master because I was able to make a 2TC with it with the ultra boost. I hope not. I feel like they've already nerfed the fact that regrows no longer count towards a pop count because of my 7 Powercon video. These meteors are quite the blessing in and of themselves, providing far away coverage of balloons themselves. I suppose it means a far away coverage for the tower itself to be able to shoot outwards like that. And I'll put the meteor on strong so that it's always targeting the strongest most balloons, because there's no point targeting the little balloons out here in the front when, well, a huge ring and Etienne can deal with the little ones and the meteor can damage the big ones. Round 79, a huge amount of regrow rainbows. This is sometimes an issue for us, but with this case it is a non-issue because they enter the Inferno Ring and they get absolutely incinerated into the nothingness that is nothingness. Self-explanatory. Anyways, round 80 is here and we have ourselves the ZOMG here. Not really necessary to pull up the UCAV's offensive means, but it just enables us to get a little bit more pops with our UCAV here. Then again, we may need to purchase Etienne's bottom here for round 98 because I have fathomed out that when we get to round 98 we need another 1180 to get Etienne to level 20 if you have not touched Etienne when you spawn him on round 9, I believe it was. Our meteors are targeting the fortified BFBs rather than the front BFBs because they are non-fortified, and we have our Inferno Ring set to strong, which only affects the meteors themselves, because, well, how can you differ between first, strong, close, or last when it is a radius attack? Round 85 has 2 ZMGs to deal with, and the first one has been destroyed, and now the second one is taking the meteors, just like the dinosaurs took the meteors. Oh, sorry about that. Round 86 is here, although I think those meteors were even hotter than these ones right here, but same effect. That's why the Gigantosaurus does not like this Inferno Ring of any kind. Round 87 is... I don't know why, but I'm just oddly dark this episode. And it's just simply because of this particular TTC being completely nerfed to oblivion over the years. Thank you, Ninja Kiwi, for nerfing particular towers, which were, well, very powerful, to say the least. Round 88 is here, and we have 70,000 to our name, but absolutely nothing to use that money with. Of course we need... Oh, wait. Maybe it's 980 rather than 1,180. Perhaps in some of my test runs, I had to get the top half first before being able to, as in like 100, before putting Etienne down. But we will not face such unluck that we require the faster shooting. 89! 90 is here, and the DDTs, well... DDT. Did you have to say it multiple times? Look how that fireball is trying to chase those ceramics. They are fast buggers, to say the least. Fast, tough buggers to both catch and pop with multiple projectiles. Still, as you can tell, we have not pursued a cross path yet. We're keeping our options open at this point in time of the game. And alas, we shall keep that option open until it is needed to be exploited for one of two things. One, for more damage, bottom path, or number two, more range with the ring itself, and the pierce of both the meteors and and the radius itself of this. I think I said the same thing twice there. Can we do this? Can we do this? Of course we can do this. This is the Inferno Ring after all. And we do not need to use our abilities whatsoever. Round 94 is here. This may look easy, but round 98 is going to be the true test of whether or not this 2TC is possible. And I am willing to believe that it could be done on Scrapyard if you're able to fully utilize the micromanagement of the Cruncher itself, or the Car Crusher. Round 94 is coming to a close, and my sanity is going to start waning very soon. This could actually be the first challenging round with our cross-path exploited. UCAV won't do us much because of the fact that the DDTs are the black property to them, and there's a DDT that... We may need some a cross path here, but we're gonna try that once again without a cross path. Some of these pebbles do like to stick their noses within the zone and say, hey, I am not going to be popped on this day anytime soon. Seavers. I feel like that time we did even worse, and that's with more drones and missiles from our UCAV. You know what, I've had enough. Let's just go middle path and let's just get this done and over with. Hopefully the additional pierce will mean that more DDTs can be affected when they are within the zone of the Inferno Ring itself. And we can put this entire round behind us, but now our choices have been locked off. No. Okay, so there's still ceramics kind of making their way to the exit, but they're being popped, even though it looks like our pierce cap has been met there. Oh, dearie me, we're now at level 19 with Etienne, which means now Etienne by default can control 4 drones at any given time, and at the very most 8 of them. Round 96 is coming to a close. Now, the curse of round 98 is to do with the super fortified ceramics making their way to the very exit of the map. That is the curse in of itself. You cannot deploy it too early, otherwise the super fortified ceramics will make their way to the end of the... I'm going to start that round again and not actually use either of its abilities. Okay, let me continue there before I interrupted myself by myself. You don't want to use particularly the UCA ability there too early, because then you won't be able to pop all of the super fortified ceramics, but you don't want to do it too late. Otherwise, we will be having a lot of issues when it comes to this sort of thing. Now, debatable whether or not we could do this without the permanent UCA bit. I know that sounds stupid, but sometimes popping too many too quickly can be a problem. If we can all contain it within the Inferno Ring's zone in the first place, then maybe we could, but then again, this is not looking good whatsoever. Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? That is a question. Oh, no, 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 no. There's too many fortifiers here. There's too much. There's too much PS to try and deal with here. Yeah, look at all these super fortified ceramics here. It's just going to walk through our defenses. Okay. Yeah, but look at that UCAV. We're not going to be able to do that. Like, that was a successful round 98, but we need the permanent UCAV and its ability active around 99, because the default UCAV cannot pop DDTs. It cannot damage them because of their black property. And the UCAV, when its ability is active at level 20, it can pop any kind of balloon. Oh no, 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 I pressed it too late. We've screwed ourselves. This is why. This is why we've screwed ourselves. We cannot activate this in time. We need this ability to be active around 99, and we can't because I did that. Let's try this again.
Tracking systems check. Tracking ZOMG. Weapons hot.
Oh, this could be the one. This could be the one. Come on. Oh gosh, there's all this PS itself. Okay, not going to take any chances. No, 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 no. We have the perma UCAV and the ability for this round. Excellent. DDTs, you're going down. Hopefully this time around. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do enough damage against the DDTs, please. You're not going down fast enough, are you? Oh, this could be down to positioning of the UCAV when you do its ability, honestly. I think that could be it, actually. But I'm so glad of getting through that round with our UCAV ability active. That's taken me over half an hour of this round constantly. I mean, the net pass round constantly. Let's see. Okay. Have it active, please. Target the DDTs, please. Target them, pop them, damage them. Please do something against them. Why you also fortify? We're in real contention of doing this, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have the perma UCAV for this round, but guess what? The meteors of this will be doing justice, and we're going to be putting this on first because the DTs will be first. Okay, is this doing enough damage? The meteors are doing 1,000 damage per strike, which is good. We're going to save the UCAV perma when the DTs spawn out there. Oh, do we even need that? And come on, be squashed. Yes! Yes! We're finally doing it! I was so unsure if we were able to do this or not. Round 98, I swear, is key. Have it so that you have the ability of the UCAV ability for round 99. The level 20 UCAV ability, is the only thing that is going to enable you to pop all of those fortified DDTs on round 99. Yes, you can use the ability on round 98, but you can't do it too late into the round. Otherwise, if you try and just rely on the default UCAV that orbits around the map, its missiles cannot damage DDTs because they're explosive, and DDTs have a black property, meaning that they cannot be damaged by explosives at all. But with the level 20 ability, it means that it can damage all types of balloons. Luckily. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Etienne and Inferno Ring. Obviously, the spawning of those two were the other way around when it comes to the actual chronological order of when they were spawned, but I'm sorry about that. I'm so happy that we managed to do this 2TC in its nerfed state, with both UCAV being nerfed over the years and the Inferno Rings as Pierce being nerfed over the years. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all. But then again, would this even be possible with the others? Not with the leads at the very least. So yeah, let's share that. 2TC, Inferno Ring, and Etienne. See if you can do that for yourselves. And this has been quite the dark episode when it comes to both the times that we've had here and some of the jokes, but I'm hoping that we are all in this in one piece, and no, not the anime. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what 2TC you would like to see me do next. Someone wants me to do Inferno Ring 2 Megapops, but we've already done that, so I thought, why not do an Inferno Ring 2TC with another tower, and that tower being Etienne for camo detection. And Etienne can deal with all of the purples in which that has happened. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody. Very well do this, but please, please type this creator support code in. It probably is appreciated for me, or just any creator really, when you purchase anything from the store.